8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Teams are readied up, and it's game time. I'm Connex5. We're in 2K4 CTF playing some Capture the Flag tonight. Right now we're going to be on Pistola. You can take a look at the teams right there. Pistola is sort of a medium-sized map. You can see some really low-scoring games. You can also see some really high-scoring depending on how teams decide to emphasize it. You can put your third offensive player in mid and slow it down a lot, or you can put them up front and be a little more aggressive. Right now I'm just going to watch HV a little bit on defense here and see what he looks like he's going to do. He's going to start off on the 50 and maybe push up on these power-ups. So it looks like the power-ups couldn't see who took that amp. It looks like both flags are moving but not going very far. So we're going to get a look at a defender right here. Who else is going to be defending? Looks like Knell might be playing the 50, same as HV in blue base. Actually, looks like he's going to be on the flag, so we're going to go ahead and follow him for a minute. Alright, sorry, picking this up, we've got both flags moving now. Dray's got the amp. I'm going to go get a view of him from first person, see what he can do with this. So he's trying to pin blue back in their base. They do have their map gone, or their flag gone. Wasn't able to get it out though. So we're going to head back up to the 100 armor. You see Marco's taking it. Let's see what he decides to do with this. He may decide to cover with it. He's probably going to wait for his cover to distract it while he grabs a flag. So that's going to be Shino running the flag out here. Shinobi, he's got 3 on him though. Surprised to see him playing some offense today. Usually he's going to be more of a cover kind of guy, more of a fragger. I know he said he's having some mouse issues. Maybe that's why. Then you look at the team. Looking at the team composition, looks like they're kind of lacking a lot of natural flag runners. But maybe that's why they picked this map, figuring they can control mid and frag their way through. If that's the case, they're going to want to try to keep it a low-scoring game. But we'll see what happens. So we've got this fight over the amp here. Looks like Red's going to pick it up. They're going to leave it for Marcos. Let's go get a camera on him and see what he does with it. There he goes, and he just got the 100 armor as well, so he's going to be coming in. Probably not going to grab, he's probably going to use it to do some distance cover, try to take down the D, and see if he can make some room for whoever decides to grab. They got 2 of them in there, 3 people now in there, completely overrunning red base, or excuse me, blue base. Blue, however, dropped someone back, knowing that they were going to face this incoming barrage, and Marcos taking all of them down, going on a spree, but the longer he takes with this, the more chances Blue's going to have to respawn and take him out, and there it goes. So good run there, but maybe they wanted to split those power-ups between 2 people. That way they could have had a flag runner with amp, or excuse me, a flag runner with 100 and then a cover with amp. So right alongside HV, you're going to have Staw defending back on the flag. So HV up at the 50. The interesting thing about playing that far back defense on this map, so you have so many vials at your disposal, and you have to soak them up to keep them away from the other team. So you're going to be alive a lot during this map. Staw's going to be able to keep up. He's got 182 health right now. He's going to have probably 150 for most of the map. So it's going to be really difficult for the blue team to come in and take him down. And now, even though they got some shots on him, he's going to be able to go right back up to at least 100 health, probably get that 50 armor even. See Fro going high, trying to juke him a little bit. He's going to take a shot to the face. Staw now on a killing spree, almost with a double kill with the trans there. There you go, comes out with the LG. So we're 5 minutes into this game. Both flags are moving. Let's go see where blue flag is. Amp just got taken. Not sure if that was a cover. Yep, they're going to get that amp on return. PB is going to go down. They're relaying this really well, though. HV pushes up as your 50 defense is supposed to do. But Blue pushed back and was able to get that down. Knell goes down, but not after doing a whole lot of damage with that amp. See, Shino taking that 100. So let's go ahead and see what he does. He's been their main flag runner, it looks like, this game, so he's probably going to hold off and wait for his offense to come in and distract. He doesn't see any defender. He's probably got his translocator camera out, seeing where everybody is, seeing completely empty house. So he's going to try to sneak out minigun. Sta drops right down on top. Does a ton of damage, though. Shino's not going to be able to get him down right here, but he does have a teammate behind him to pick it up. However, Cuzkey goes down to Sta's link already. Dray now getting across the map. He's coming into zone 50. He needs some help here. He's got one cover. His defense needs to push up, and there they come right now. It's 4-on-1 right now. Dray can pretty much just run straight back into his base. Marco's now 4 health, can't piston. They're taking him out. It's a 50 armor. It's a big fight over it. Nice pickup by HV. He can piston straight to his flag, but his flag is gone now. Froze all by himself, however. So he's going to go down pretty quickly. He's just trying to buy time. He gets headshot up to lift, and there's the first cap. But 5 minutes into this game, and that's pretty much what we saw. Is Red able to get the flag across the map and frag their way into their own 50 armor. Pretty common on this map. HV with a good move there, pushing up. That's one reason you like to play a forward defender up on that 50 armor, so that you can push up and effectively have 3 cover on your flag carriers coming in. And that's really what made the difference there, is they were able to relay that and just had one more person than the other team. Dray now playing a little sneaky. One of the few places you can hide on this map for any extended period of time. Maybe waiting for his team to clear out mid, maybe waiting for the enemy defenders to get in front of him and have a chance to just run right by him. Let's see if he decides to do the jump straight up to his minigun. Well, Blue sees him now, so he's going to be a sitting duck. He may decide to wait for his defense to push out, but his defense is occupied with their own flag. He does, however, get some cover and gets a free run straight into his flag room. They can return this flag. This will be an instant cap. He's got cover. They're pretty much set for a standoff here. There's actually nobody putting pressure on him. It looks like the blue flag carrier has a lot on him, but he's back in his base already too. So now we've got a standoff. This could be pretty prolonged because, again, this base has, I think, 17 vials in it. So you're looking at quite a bit of health that can be picked up in between sort of attacking waves here. As you see Fro now already with 140 health over here and 2 cover. You're going to have to jump in and get up close to him. You can't really win a war of attrition against people defending in this base. May come down to who can get the next amp as well. I'm not sure what the timing is on that. Not seeing it busy right now. Dray now in the same position, 50 armor, 180 health. He's about as stacked as he can get. A couple more vials and he'll actually have the maximum amount of armor and health that you can possibly get in your own base. And there he goes. He's at 199 and 50. Fro, however, taking some damage. So right now, Red is winning this standoff sort of war of attrition so far, taking down Blue and whittling them down slowly. However, he's already back up to 102 with 50 armor, so Red's going to need to get up close. That's exactly what Sta's doing. Does a ton of damage. He's one shot away from taking him down, and he's close enough to get this return. They don't kill him out. There comes the kill. Able to get that pickup, though. However, they put a lot of pressure on there. One shot away from getting that return. So Red, so far, is putting a little bit more pressure on Blue than Blue is on Red, as the Red flag carrier is still completely maxed out here. I don't know if they're just having trouble finding him, or they're just being out-fragged by the cover there. But either way, we're definitely seeing this standoff advantage is going to Red so far. See Red once again getting pressure up close and personal. Cuzkey going on a spree here. He's going to need to pass this flag though. 44 health. He's going to pick it up. Maybe those vials will be up. They're not. So he's down to 94 health. A couple more shots will take him down. He's got Red above him. It's going to be Sta up close to him. He runs right into HV right around the corner. Their flag does come back though. The Red defenders look like they both got taken out. This may end up being a cap for Blue, despite winning the majority of that standoff. They're able to tie this up just about the halfway point of the map. So Red putting a lot of pressure, but just not able to get that return. They just were one shot away a couple times, and not sure what happened over on Red's side, but they couldn't hold on to that flag. Here's Dray getting stacked all over again. He knows exactly where these vials and armors are on this map. He's out with 140. The defense is behind him. He knows he can outrun most of the blue team. However, Cuzkey drops down on top of him and takes him out. It's one of those plays that looks like looks real simple at first, but may have had a bigger consequence if Cuzkey doesn't drop back there, because I think both the defenders there were behind him and were in no position to cut him off. Fro makes it out to me, gets taken out. PB now crossing 100. His team is already out in mid. He's going to cross pass with the flag carrier. It's going to be a big team deathmatch fight in mid. Whoever wins this is going to be in good position. Red flag goes down. Marco's all by himself in base. There's going to be a couple blue able to catch up to him, but he's going to rocket throw out of the way, and he should be able to walk back to flag. And there you go, 2-1. Wouldn't call it a rebound cap, but it's definitely a quick answer there for the red team to stay ahead in this one. The advantage to one team having a cap lead in this map is it encourages at least one team to stay aggressive. Once both teams decide to be really conservative, you've seen any really long, prolonged overtimes, anything on this map, it can be very, very slow-paced. So glad we see somebody on top here. At least it gets things moving a bit. Let's go ahead and watch some more defense here as we see Knell playing back on that flag again. I'm not sure who I Am Defender is. Oh, that's going to be Failsauce, okay. So it looks like he was playing 4D. Knell going to be the flag D, so he's going to be on the chase here, just trying to cut off his flag. But it looks like his teammates went ahead and turned around and did that. So he's going to put some pressure on the red flag. Probably not going to go anywhere with this one. Probably just saying, hey, I'm going to keep the defense honest, maybe do some damage to them while I have some time here. Not a bad move, especially when you're down by 1. Maybe you can go in and take the defense down to half health and get your offense a better chance. Because they haven't been getting very far with these flags. PB round running right into Knell there. Trying to get some distance in between them, but not going to happen. He does go down to Marcos, though. He's going to grab and go straight out 50. He knows he's got one defender down. Trying to piss him back past the other, but he gets double teamed with Flak there. See, Blue's in a 2-on-2 situation here. They can win this one, as the red defenders are both down to low health. They're going to get out to mid. He gets boosted across Amp. He's got Marcos waiting on Amp. Going to take him out right on there, though. So a little bit of bad luck right there. Gets bounced right into a waiting offensive player for red. Amp should be coming up. Marcos and HV were both looked like they were waiting on it. There it is. I think nobody quite had timing on it. So it's just sitting wide open here. Hunter gets grabbed. There we go. Marcos knew the timing of it. No one else seemed to know. Let's watch him and see what he does with this. He's been playing more of a cover role in this map, so it makes sense that they would have him timing. He's basically going to sit at the 50. Well, he goes down, but it looks like he was basically going to sit at the 50 and keep that clear so his offense can run in and take it out. Dray heading out shot, switching back up, trying to find some cover. His cover's waiting for him at 50. They're not going to be able to get a pick up there, though, so that's going to go back. Let's go watch Failsauce play some 50D now. He's actually going to be pushing out quite a bit. 100 shouldn't be up for another 10 to 15 seconds, so he's got some time here. You see, we still have Marcos. Looks like Marcos and PB both kind of DMing the 50 armor there, waiting for their other flag runner to run in and grab out. Not seeing it happen, though. 7 minutes left. They're going to need to get this flag moving a little bit more. They may need to push their forward defender even further forward to get out to mid and get some of those power-ups. Shino now grabbing. He's going to go out there. He's by himself. They really need to time this better. Looks like their offense may be out in mid worried about these power-ups, which is good, but not whenever you're split up between two different directions. The entire red team now waiting on this amp. I think they saw that blue wasn't putting any pressure up. They were really trying to get this one to make a push, and so they figured, well, why not push up our D? So let's watch PB now as he decides to push up with this amp. See what kind of damage you can do to the defense here. Gonna pull out an amp minigun, which is kind of brutal. He's gonna get out to mid now, but he's gonna go down immediately. So that didn't really turn into anything, but able to keep the blue team on their heels. They had to honor that offensive push and play back a little bit. And running out of time, just about 6 minutes left. It's not a bad move to force him to do that. So flag run's pretty much going nowhere the last few minutes. We had one quick run by red, and then we had the standoff one by blue, and then another quick run by red, and that's pretty much all we've been seeing as far as getting back into base. Not surprising, not seeing a whole lot of offensive-minded players in this PUG, mostly defenders and deathmatch-oriented folks. So seeing a lot of fighting in mid. However, that does mean that really the difference between capping and not capping on any given run can tend to be a bit of a razor's edge, because if someone gets hot and hits 5 or 6 shots in a row, all of a sudden you're across the map. And with no offensive pressure from the other team coming in, could be a matter of timing here as we see blue finally able to get control of this amp. See if we can get a camera on it. Not sure what happened with amp. Whatever happened, didn't go very far. You see a headshot coming in on Failsauce, so Marco's going to push out. He's already to zone rockets. Blue looks like they're mostly behind him. If he gets in base, this could be another cap coming in. Nobody able to get the pickup though, as Cuzkey pulls out the trends and goes straight to that flag, which is exactly what you want to see out of that. In fact, he's going to go ahead and grab again, go out shot, probably just distracting the D, probably telling his teammates to either get a pickup or a cherry pick. Neither one of those are going to happen though. Well, PB grabbing again. He's not going anywhere. I don't know. Looks like Dray pulled back a little bit. Red up 2-1 with just about 4 minutes left. They can do that. They can stand up, play a little more defensively. They may send a player back to cut off their base. Maybe even put 2 people in the flag room and then one of their offense back to their own 50. They can if they want to. Don't necessarily think they need to, given how rarely blue has been out with the flag. But Marco's now keeping blue honest by keeping the D distracted. In fact, he's getting pretty far on this flag run. He's going to cross 100, down to 14 health. He's going to go down quickly. He's going to need a pickup here. Cuzkey's turning around to cut him off, though. And even though they don't get a cap there, by keeping the blue offense turned around to stop them, that's keeping the blue offense from capping. And so while the blue team is turning around to stop these flag runs, they're not able to focus on getting any runs of their own. So really, as long as the red team stays aggressive, they should have this one in the bank. But 3.5 minutes left is plenty of time to sneak something across. Again, especially if someone can get an amp and go on a long run. I think we saw blue team get the last amp, so they should have timing of it. In fact, looks like Knell might have been waiting on it, but I'm not sure if he knows the exact timing on it or if he was just guessing there. Marcos once again grabbing a blue flag, dancing around to their base. At this point, he knows he doesn't need to be super aggressive here. He doesn't need to try any crazy pistons or any speed runs now. He can just dance around and take his time. So it looks like Loss here might be having some packet loss issues. His translocator is going to be failing quite a bit now with 3 to 5 packet loss. Definitely not going to be doing his team any favors here. He's desperately trying to catch up to the flag there. Not able to do much with it. As someone who's been there, I know how frustrating that can be. He's flat out running into walls at this point. Once again, we see stall on defense, and just not enough pressure coming in from the blue team on the defense, as when you do 150 damage to a defender and he's still got 25 health, that just means that he hasn't been harassed enough. Shino getting out, not going very far. Go ahead and take a look at these power-ups. Not seeing any coming up. See General fighting over Amp. I don't know if anyone has the exact timing of it, though. And Cuzkey now going to grab, and not much health, so he's just going to wait. He's going to get jumped up on by HV. Maybe he's got a teammate waiting for pickup. There you go. See Fro. He probably would have been better off cherry-picking and going out 50. Defenders are weak, though, so if he can get a grab, and he should be able to kill them off at least once. Maybe Cuzkey will be the one to get this grab. As Staw's down under 100 health. You see Dray dropping back on D. They got 3 in their flag room. 2 minutes left. Blue pretty much needs an amp run and needs everyone to go on offense right about now. And with how little they've gotten this flag out of mid, that's pretty much their only hope at this point. 100 armor does get grabbed. Didn't see who grabbed it. But Knell is on fire, so if that was him with the 100 armor, he's pretty much negated at this point. Cuzkey getting shield gunned by HV. Able to get that kill off him, though. So he is heading out to mid. He's got plenty of time to get back into his base. He does need some cover. They're going to get his flag down, but not back. But Failsauce Shino picks it up. He's going to get into his own base now. If he can get back to this base, he's going to tie this up with just under a minute left. Blue able to relay that one across the map, doing exactly what you expected him to do, which is pushing everybody out in mid and just trying to relay it across the map and then kill the flag carrier back in. So now we're in effectively an overtime mode here. Next cap is pretty much going to win this one. Last time Blue capped, we saw Red answer really quickly. Wasn't quite a rebound cap. Blue had time to reset, but Red was able to quickly attack and get one back out. Doesn't look like they're going to answer quite like that this time, as Blue is hanging out in mid, trying to get timing on these power-ups as they get ready to reset for this overtime. So take a look at the scoreboard here. You see things pretty much what you would expect on this map. You know, some of your offensive cover guys like Cuzkey are getting more kills. A lot of the defense has low net. I think a lot of that's due to suicides. Because being such a long, complex map, once you get a kill on a flag carrier, you're typically going to end up suiciding back to base to get reset.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, being a Pistola overtime, I'm going to go ahead and watch a defender here because this could last a good amount of time here. And of course, right as I do that, he goes down. Actually, I want to watch the power-ups here because this could be key. When any one run can win the game instantly. Getting hot with an amp or getting a good run with 100 means that much more. See, Marco's grabbing that 100. Let's go see what he does there. He's going to go in high, face two defenders, going to wait for some teammates probably to go distract. He's going to drop in high. Allows his teammate to get killed off that flag. He's going to grab, he's got a one-on-one with the defender to get out 50. Nice little wall dodge rockets there. He's going to go out, he's going to get to 100 armor. He's got Shino above him. They're not able to get that pickup. A good attempt by Marcos though in the red team there. Looks like Amp came up. Dray picked it up, so Red again still controlling these power-ups. Gonna get in here with this Amp. Dray doesn't have very much health, but he doesn't need to grab anyway. He just needs to sit here and cover the flag carrier. Able to get one kill. Gets the pickup himself. He's gonna run straight to 100. He's got two blue waiting for him in mid. Red's gonna need to push up if they want to get this flag moving anywhere, because blue is dropping everyone back. And Cuzkey just dancing around, distracting the red D while his team cuts him off in mid. So a good grab by Cuzkey. Doesn't really try to go anywhere there. Just does enough to distract the other team. Shino now enjoying the view. I believe that was Cuzkey grabbing that 100 armor though, unless that was Marcos again. Wasn't PoisonBagels, but he's running out 50 right now. He's got two cover on him, and a defender with no real guns. Getting cut off by Fro though, so they're gonna need a pickup here. They're not gonna get it. So both flags go right back to base. See HV on a killing spree, pushing up to try to control these power-ups. His team has the flag, but they're not out in mid yet. Can't pick up a 50, you already have HV, so he's going to pretty much just look for someone to shoot. He's going to wait for these vials back in his base to spawn so he can get stacked up some more. There's not much pressure coming in, once again by blue. I don't know if they've been dropping back more, if they've just been waiting on the power-ups. But HV is going to go ahead and push up to mid and see what's going on there. Should get some easy kills up here because a lot of this blue team is going to be already taking damage. I heard 100 taken. Amp just got taken too. Let's see if we can see who grabbed that. Looks like Dray once again on offense here for red. He's going to take that in and try to disrupt the defense there. His team has the flag. He's probably going to drop behind him and try to pick off some D that are chasing. Looks like flag carrier goes down. He's running with amped minigun against defense that had already been hit. Not a bad run, but or not a bad idea, but doesn't get very far on that run. Shino finally decides to go back in the base. Runs out 50. Gets taken down. Marcos with a little bit of armor and health, but he's taking a bunch of flak shells here, so he's going to try to juke the D. Does a little bit of a good job putting a little bit of space between him and the D. Hoping Dray can get some kills there. He goes down, but he does have cover. They do have the numbers here. Blue's 2-on-2 now. And they've got Failsauce in front of him. He's probably going to go down. Knell's waiting for him. They got 3 in mid now. Fro drop back. PB is going to be all by himself. Maybe needed to wait on some offense. If he would have juked up to Amp, he actually would have had all 3 defense behind him, but a little easier to say when you've got a third-person camera 50 feet away. Not sure what the timing is on these power-ups, but I believe 100 and or Amp should be soon. Marcos has been pretty much on top of these all game. So if he thinks 100's up, I'm going to tend to believe him. There it is. Marcos is going to grab that 100. I'm going to go watch him and see if he can get a grab off here. Both flags are back on the stick. Maybe he's going to wait for his teammate to grab. No, he's actually going to try to whittle down the defense a little bit, which isn't a bad move on this map. As we've seen, the defense can get pretty stacked. You see Knell there with at least 140 health, maybe even some armor. He's still at 100 though, so he might want to soak up some enemy vials and then make a run. He's going to grab against 2 defenders though. He's going to have some offense spawning in front of him. So not a very good position for him to be in. He's going to go down instantly. I haven't heard Amp taken in a while. Not sure what the timing is of it. We'll let them worry about that. Try to hear it when it comes back up. See a lot of deathmatching in mid. A lot of the teams really trying to control that mid area, knowing that this both of those power-ups are going to be huge in overtime here. Fro now looking good, going out minigun. He's got cover in front of him. Gets body blocked a little bit, but Shino able to get this pickup. Flag going to take him down instantly though, but at least they're getting this flag moving again. Blue's been moving it a lot more than they were in the first half of this game. You see a Mario bounce on Marcos' head. He's still got 32 and 111 though, so he's going to cross 100. This has been a really good run for Marcos. Got 2D down behind him, not able to get that pickup though, so Cuzkey may have gotten that return himself. He's going to go down there and they're going to get that return. That one coming down pretty close though. So we see we're now 5 minutes into overtime. So these guys have played a quarter of another match already. We saw a long overtime game the other day played that was just about another 12 minutes. So we'll see if this one lasts quite that long, or if we can finish it off a little quicker. See Dray in mid, real low health though. The entire blue team's there. He's probably yelling for his defense to push up. Not going to see it happen though. They get the pickup. He gets killed. Marcos can't get the pickup though. No, he does get the pickup. Sneaks in there, so his team's going to be pushing all the way out to mid. 100 armor comes up. Blue team gets it. So it's not really going to affect the flag carriers here. Dray, though, is still getting relayed. We're coming back into space. The entire blue team's going to be back, so if they can push this in, it should be a cap. PB, though, jumps around the flag and knell able to return it. They were 1 kill away from ending this right there. Couldn't quite pick up the flag, though. And that's one thing. Once you see all 10 players in one little area right here, you get a lot of body blocking going on. It can be really difficult to get to the flag or to get through your entrance. And that's when you see a lot of communication, a lot of positional awareness coming into play, where your defense needs to not get in between your flag carrier and your stand. Let's go check on these power-ups in mid. See a bunch of folks checking on amp, a lot running through 100. No one seems to know exactly when it's spawning. So we'll just go ahead and cover the flags here as Fro's going to get a run going. Only 100 health, no armor. He's going to dance around the D, hope for some cover or maybe a pickup. Able to do some damage though. He's going to go ahead and head towards minigun, maybe try to get a kill on them chasing him. Likely going to go down here, but hoping he can get a pickup. It does happen. Shino not able to get a kill here yet, but he is running towards his own rockets. Cuzkey does a good job killing them. Looks like Dray picked up amp, goes down to Cuzkey. He's going to be in his 50 now. Blue may be able to steal this one if they can get this cap. They've only got one person in between them and the flag. He can piston. No, he can't piston back to base. Down to 12 health. And HV able to sneak in with the flag shell. So both teams now getting back in their own base, as far as we've seen anyone with the flag, and both going down with the very last person in between them and the stand. So in the end, still 0-0, and we're still just under 7 minutes into overtime here. Marco's going to head out, no big deal. Straight out 50, only got 20 health though, can't piston anywhere. He's just going to be spamming, expect the entire blue team to be dropping back, just as you saw. PB is all by himself, he's hoping for some cover help to come up and get a multi-kill here. It doesn't happen, Marcos gets a pickup. Meanwhile, blue team has red flag. They're going to be going out to mid. They know the entire red team is in mid fighting over these power-ups and that flag coming in. Not sure which way they're coming in. But that gets returned, so Dray now with a chance coming in red 50. He's got someone on him though. PB with a pickup, and it drops, and it gets returned at the last second again. The third flag in a row that's been within piston distance of instantly ending this game, and they've all been returned by the very last person with a chance. So some nice clutch returns coming in here, and some nice anti-clutch body blocking going on by some of the teammates here. Shino now with the double kill. He's out with 140 health. This has been the best chance Blue's had in a while. He needs to get some cover though. Not going to happen. Is Dray able to cut him off? Looks like we've had some nice flag runs by individuals here, but once they get across mid, they're really going to need a lot of help getting this in, especially with both teams knowing it's sudden death. They're going to be dropping back really hard, and you're basically going to have a 5-on-5 team deathmatch in mid. See, Failsauce there stealing away the 100 armor. Really good move there. Keeps it away from the flag runner for red, which may have been a big grab there if they were able to pick that up. So Shinobi's going to be running around mid. He's got people all over him. A little bit of cover. Cuzkey not able to get that pickup though. Marcos you see running with the flag. Not a whole lot planned here. He's just going to sort of distract the D and maybe give up a little bit there. You see amp and 100. It looks like 100 was just taken. Not sure what the timing of the amp is. Nobody's waiting on it, so we'll go ahead and spec some defense here. We've seen Dray get the last couple amps. Maybe he knows the timing of it. We're going to see him fighting. Got 3 blue fighting over to mid, so we're going to go a distant camera from it and see if anyone knows when it comes up. We definitely see some fighting over it. Blue able to win that fight. Cuzkey jumping back onto it, trying to steal it. Blue fighting him off of it. Blue in there with minigun. Now you see, I think Marcos grabbed it. Let's go see if he can finally end this once and for all. He's going to pop out there with some LG, killing people with 1 hit. Going in their 50, he's going to try to pluck down the defense here. But I don't think he has anyone in there to attack. He's all by himself, and that's not going to do him any good as he's got Cuzkey dropping back on offense to take him out. You've got a big enough target on your back as it is with amp, let alone whenever it's in overtime. You see him following it up with a translocator kill just for good measure. both teams now are going to be doing a lot of falling back like we've seen. Let's go take a look at this scoreboard. You're going to see some big numbers coming in on a map this long. A lot of damage done, a lot of kills coming in. But the only number that matters is at the very top of the scoreboard there, and right now it's all tied up. See blue overrunning red base. They're going to get out there 50. Cuzkey's there for a pickup, but he can't quite get it as someone on red dropped back. Meanwhile, Dray's going to get a chance to get out 50. Not able to get that pickup, though, from his teammate. So these guys have played a map and a half already, just about 30 minutes now. So they're both kind of getting a little tired. One thing that's going to happen in overtime here is the communications, both strategically and timing these power-ups, is going to start breaking down. So a lot of times it'll come down to which team can keep that sort of mental stamina going and keep the time of these power-ups in their head. It's a long time to be doing math over and over and over. A lot of people will lose track of things, and if you start giving up 2 or 3 amps in a row, 2 or 3 hundreds in a row, that's gonna be a big difference, and that can lead to a quick end on this map. Marcus decides to jump into the pillar. It's an interesting strategy. Doesn't work out for him. Shino grabbing Cuzkey with the flag and the amp. Hoping maybe he can play a little insta-gib here and jump out in the base, kill his way across mid. He's going to try to go up the lightning gun. He's going to get up there. He's going to go across amp, which is the less common route. He's going to avoid a lot of the red players as they're crossing the map. So he's going to get back into his own base. Low on health, but he's got plenty of health to pick up in base. So this is Blue's best chance so far. They're in a flag standoff again. They lost one earlier in the map, but they were able to tie it back up. And so he's going to get completely sacked. He's got Sta jumping in on him. One behind him too, HV and Sta both in him at the same time. They're able to get this kill now. Whoever wins the standoff is probably going to win this map. Blue with a nice little clutch kill there. Let's go see where red flag carrier is. Margot's now completely sacked already, 155 health, picking up more vials. Red's been doing a better job on, Blue won that standoff earlier, but Red was doing a better job of whittling down their defense, but just couldn't get the timing down on it. And so we'll see what happens with the red flag carrier this time, as he's pushing all the way up to his 50, hoping to pick that up. He's pretty much max health now. He's going to have, there you go, 199 health from Marcos. So once again, we're seeing the red team having more health than Blue on these standoffs. Blue, however, maybe hoping to come in here and they took both their D down. It's 2-on-1 right now. 100 health for Marcos, though. He's still looking good. If they can jump in and get a quick flat kill or translocator kill, they'll get a quick return. It's what they're hoping for. It doesn't happen, though. I think that was a flag pass as opposed to a drop, as we see some Blues coming in now, but Red's all over it. Marcos still 100 health. Cuzkey in the same position, 50 armor, just about max health. So both teams now doing a good job of soaking up all of the extra health and armor in their base, not allowing it to go to any of the other teams' defenders that are going to be trying to track them down here. So we're looking at the 12-minute mark now. These guys have got to be getting tired soon. And especially now that you've got the defenders crossing mid now instead of the attackers, it's going to be interesting to see who can get timing on this next amp, because that amp may be the deciding factor in who wins this. And keep in mind, a lot of these offensive players are the ones doing that math in their head all game, and all of a sudden the defenders now are the ones that need to keep track of it. Cuzkey with a nice flat kill there. Marcos down to 60 health. Took a lot of damage, but not much pressure on him at the moment. Let's go check the power-ups real quick. Neither one coming up. Cuzkey still looking good. One thing you can do in this map is put a lot of space between you and the defenders. He does drop down right on Sta. No cover on him. Sta had a good opportunity there if he could have done some damage. HV is going to get on him and probably take him down, but his cover turns the corner quickly enough. Cuzkey trying to avoid the defense there, but he does put some space in between him and his cover as well. That was a flag pass. So, actually, blue flag gets returned there. HV going to get triple teamed here. Blue's going to get that down, and this is going to be the game right there. So finally, after about 15 minutes of overtime, these guys played almost 2 maps worth. Blue able to come back on that one. Red controlled most of the mid most of the time, picked up most of the power-ups, and for all intents and purposes, did a better job through 95% of their flag standoffs, but they weren't able to pull them back. Blue winning 2 flag standoffs, able to convert those caps, and that was really the difference in this game.